the Star Wars Star Destroyer looks like it has a weapon, possibly confirming this season's final event. Oh my god. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Fortnite video for Chapter 2. We have slowly been uncovering the secrets of this Star Wars battleship that seems to be floating in our Chapter 2 skies. We have noticed in some of our more recent videos that there is an area underneath the ship where, according to the Star Wars lore, there should be some kind of laser weapon. Epic Games seems to be preparing to add this weapon in, as we can see exactly where it should be. But if this massive star battleship has a massive laser weapon that is designed to destroy stars, then what is it going to be used for on our Fortnite Island? It would take some kind of giant beast to be able to fight off this massive laser cannon. And, oh, wait a minute. We know there is some kind of giant beast on our island, which might be the polar peak monster. We say the polar peak monster, but more specifically, some kind of water aquatic ocean beast that we know is hidden somewhere in our Fortnite Island. We've seen multiple references over the past few seasons, but more importantly this season, hidden leaks and images found online are suggesting that something pretty major is in our waters, and it is soon to rise for an epic final event. But what would we need to be able to take down this giant beast on our Fortnite Island if it is to rise up out of the waters? A beast the size of the polar peak monster would need some kind of giant weapon to be able to take it down, which we don't currently have. Well, of course, until the Star Wars event that has just begun. Are we gonna see some kind of crazy Star Wars laser cannon shooting down at the rise of this aqua polar peak monster in one crazy event? It is possible. It is likely. And there's even more evidence to back this up that it's actually going to happen. We've just had leaks online revealing the end date of Chapter 2, for Season 1 at least. It is suggesting that Chapter 2 will end around December the 12th to December the 13th. Now, for those who don't know, that is actually pretty soon. At the time of recording this video, that is less than a month away, which means this is the shortest Fortnite season to ever have existed. But how does this back up our theory that the Starship is going to laser cannon the polar peak monster? Well, if we have less than a month until this final event for this chapter starts, then whatever is on the island right now is the build-up to the final event for this season. And what is the build-up for this season? Well, we know there is a giant monster in our oceans. We know it is soon to rise out. And we also know that this giant Star Destroyer is in our sky with a weapon big enough to take down a monster. Oh my goodness. Could this really happen? Epic. I'm scared. Let us know. Guys, there is still more I want to talk about, so we are going to jump into game. Do remember, if you want to support this channel, make sure you use the support to creator code that is on screen right now. Guys, let's not waste any more time and get into game. Oh my god, guys, it's actually getting closer. It's actually getting wait, where is it? What? Guys, welcome back to Fortnite. I'm a little confused right now. I've actually been looking around for the spaceship for a little while now. It seems to have disappeared. I think it's bugged or broken, but it's definitely here. It all started like literally yesterday, I think, when I was doing the video where I flew up to the Star Destroyer and I looked around inside and discovered everything that was going on inside. Of course, it was a buggy mess, but it was a pretty cool experience. But what we did notice is when you get closer to the starship, you notice there is a space for a weapon. I mean, we've talked about it in this video so far, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't pretend you don't. But it just got me thinking, why has this thing got a weapon? Why does a Star Destroyer need a weapon on our Fortnite Islands? But then, boom, Polar Peak Monster, Star Destroyer, massive epic battle. I mean, it makes so much sense, right? If there is some kind of beast coming to our Fortnite Island, we need some kind of massive weapon to take it out. I mean, back in Season 9, we had the giant robot, but there's no giant robot this time. But there is a giant starship, and it might just do the job. I think this is one of the best ideas that Fortnite has ever come up with if it actually happens. Can you imagine seeing that massive Star Wars spaceship in the sky, laser beaming the polar peak monster. It would then mean the remains of the polar peak monster are on our island, which is exactly what we thought was gonna happen, right? And even if it is just for a quick event to get us into the next season, that would be really epic. Epic. It's in your name. Get it done. Yo, but this isn't epic. This is really unepic. Come back here. I also want to comment on the complete lack of people using the Stormtrooper skin. There's like very few. I don't know what it is. Do people not like Star Wars? You telling me you do not like Stormtroopers in your Fortnite game? That's crazy. Speaking of crazy, what you fishing for, boy? Oh, it doesn't get any easier when you see that. It doesn't get any easier. Wow, what a guy. He's shooting back. What a guy. I'm pretty concerned about the fact that we couldn't see the starship at the start of this game. Does it mean that it's possibly bugged? Maybe it's moving out of the storm location into our Fortnite island and it's somehow bugged out or glitched or something? I mean, this whole Star Wars event has only been in the game for like 2 days. So we know there is still more coming. I don't really know where the starship is. If you find it, maybe if you guys can find it, let me know. Check in your pockets, down the backs of the sofas. Oh, what's that in my pocket? It's a Star Destroyer. I just think that would be sick. Like a little Easter egg for the players to see the Polar Peak monster once again get laser zapped. I mean, in this new dimension, we still haven't found the location of the Polar Peak monster. So if it rises again and then can be slain by the starship, I mean, that's pretty epic, I would say. Look at this dude. My man, come on out. Come out, bro. I promise I'm friendly. Oh, turns out this man ain't friendly. You can never trust a stormtrooper. What we also want to know is how long until the Star Wars LTM and all the lightsabers and things that could be coming to the game. When is that gonna happen, Epic? I mean, think about it. In the John Wick crossover, we had a John Wick LTM. In the Stranger Things collaboration, we had a Stranger Things LTM. So in the Star Wars collaboration, and surely we're gonna have, well, yeah, you can fill in the gaps, right? There's nobody in that boat. There's nobody in that boat. What? Oh. Oh, dude. Messy, messy, messy. That's a messy fight right there. Better grab a bib. That was messy. What the? Give me a second, dude. Just go shield up. Okay, we're good. Okay, we're finally here. Risky Reels. People have been telling me something's going on here with Risky Reels. Check it out. I'm here. We're ready to check it out. Excuse me, dude. Coming through. Get out of my way. So apparently this giant screen, there is something that keeps displaying on it. I haven't done a proper video covering it yet. I wanted to see it for myself and survive this fight. Okay, you guys know before an event starts, there's usually something that displays on all of the televisions. That is the same image that is apparently coming up on this screen. I don't know what it's for. I don't know if we're going to start to get a film play, maybe the new Star Wars, or maybe more likely a warning message of the incoming event. That's what I think it is. Let your friends know. I'm kind of just hanging around here waiting for it to happen. I'm told I might have to hang around here for a little while. So we'll see what happens. And if something happens, we'll all see it together. Yay. Now, watch me wait. I have something pretty interesting to say. I might have mentioned it at the start of this video. I'm not sure. We are in Chapter 2 and soon to be in Season 2. So Chapter 2 of Season 2. That makes sense. Apparently, in the game's files right now, we're able to see when this current season ends and the next season begins. And it turns out it's pretty close. December the 12th or December the 13th is when this season is supposed to end and the next season is supposed to start. You know what's like super crazy about that? Is that means this season has really only lasted like a month. A season that lasts a month. No season in Fortnite history has ever been so short. I mean, last season, I think lasted 2.5, 3 months. This will be the shortest season in Fortnite history. So what does that really mean? What does that mean for us here in Fortnite? When is this crazy monster event gonna happen? Is the Star Wars Battleship going to land? There's so many questions. I think they're all gonna happen, but whether they happen in the next 10 days or whether they start to happen over the course of this season and the start of next season, I don't really know. Oh, okay, that's real cool, man. That's real cool. Nothing much is going on here. I don't know how this is supposed to happen. How long is this supposed to take? Is it gonna take all day? I ain't got all day. I'm a stormtrooper. I got things to shoot. You guys probably know more about this than me. Maybe I'll dedicate a whole video to this at some point, like an investigation, but nothing seems to be happening here. I'll be honest with you, just nothing happening. Oh, and this crazy lag, by the way. I don't know which server I've connected to. The backup garbage server that Epic Games doesn't want anyone to know about. That's the server I've connected to, apparently. All right, boys, we got better things to do. It's time to get that juicy dub of the day. We ain't holding back. We're going full on in for this one and see if we can get ourselves a Stormtrooper Victory Royale. Let's do this. Talk about it. This lag is unplayable, dude. This lag is unplayable. Look at me destroy that guy. Look how many shots around him. Ah! I'm going. Peace.